Yeah, 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 yeah. I know we're all thinking about the same things. We're probably not going to the same place. I know we're not supposed to talk about it, but I can't help but wonder if, yeah, if heaven and earth's got a place for us. I wonder if God made a space for us. I wonder where we're really going after this. If heaven and earth's got a place for us.
I have no idea what the fuck it does that.
Every time.
No, this only happened around episode 50. This started.
Oh, really?
I did not deal with that until episode 50.
Yeah, I don't remember it happening like a couple of months ago, but now
Same.
it's every time.
I'm like, the fuck is this? Oh, well. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Nerds Order Music. Today we have a returning guest, Nick Nittoli, yet again. What's up, man?
How's it going, brother? Thanks for having me, man.
Dude, I'm happy you're here, dude. Your newest song really got me thinking, man. Place for Us. There's a lot to go over. All right. Let's get started.
Yeah.
What made you think of doing this song in the first place?
Like we were talking before we started recording, like I'm asking these questions in my own life. You know, most people don't have the answers to this. In fact, all people don't have the answers to this. So I was just sitting in the studio and I was like, you know, if I died today, what kind of song would I want people to really remember me for? And what's a message that I kind of want to get to my listeners and get across to the world? And this is a message that I think that most humans question and are curious about. And I just kind of talked, and stream of consciousness just kind of came up with some lyrics, but they were really just honest questions because I don't know where we go after this. And I wonder what happens to people who commit suicide, and if there's a real judgment and all that stuff. So I just kind of put exactly what was in my heart and in my mind onto the paper, and you're listening to it, man.
Yeah, when I first heard that stuff about suicide, like I can relate to that on a very deep level too. And I always thought that, 'cause I was always told that if you commit suicide, you go to hell. Like that's what I was taught. So, and you already know my past about my attempts and all that shit. So when I first heard that, I'm not gonna lie, I got very teary-eyed. But it's like it makes so much sense, and I love how you put everything.
Well, I mean, like, God is supposed to be all loving and all forgiving. So for me, it doesn't really make sense that if somebody was struggling so much in this life that they took their own life, that they would be not rewarded to a better life afterward, that God would, see a struggling soul and just push him away and say, you're not welcome into heaven. So for me, that was something that I really wanted to put in there, especially for people that are still struggling with depression, anxiety, etc., suicidal thoughts. It's like, I don't know the answer to that, but it's something that I question. And I think that that's just kind of a relatable topic.
Most definitely, dude. Like, sorry, a little emotional for a minute. That right there is just, it's so relatable, it hurts. And a lot of people are always questioning that, which I do too. Like, what's next? And if people do commit suicide, do they get salvation? Like, it's just so much to think about.
Yeah.
And then that one set of lyrics, I got questions that turn to suspicion. Like, that blew me away, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten a lot of flack from people. Obviously the song's doing really well and people really like it, but I got a lot of flack from Christians because they're like, these aren't questions you should be asking and I'm like, I call bullshit on that, man. Like, I think that we all are curious, like I said, and that we all kind of have a right to at least ask these questions as opposed to just go blindly into the light or into the darkness, rather. And, it's not from a Satanist perspective. It's not from a Christian perspective. It's just from a person who's on earth who doesn't know, like most people on earth, where they're going and what it's going to look like. So that's why I think the song is so relatable, and it's a song for everybody.
It is. And yeah, it's like we're asking those questions because we're more neutral. We want to see what the truth is.
Totally.
Like, old saying I go by is, the difference between philosophy and religion is philosophy are questions that may never receive answers, and religion is answers you're never allowed to question. But, like, why can't we question them? Why can't we learn the truth? And that's
100%.
I love how that song tackles it. I really do. It's just, like, every time I play it, I get teary-eyed as hell, and I love it.
Oh, man.
It's so relatable.
That's me doing my job right, man. I appreciate that
For
so
real.
much.
I fell in love with it as soon as I heard it.
Oh man, thank you.
And I love the music video too with the clouds and everything. I love that. Like, how'd you put all that
Yeah.
together?
Yeah, we found this room actually here in Hollywood that is it. That's the way the room looks. There's no effects. There's no lighting changes or anything. Like that room is literally like walking into heaven, and then it's controlled by an LED lighting system. So you can just change the lighting to red, like we did for the hell scenes and stuff. And you know, I edited this. My fiance shot it, and I think I told you this. We're like a 2-person team. We do these videos on our own. And yeah, we're in full control of it, so it really helps out. You know, I was like, I really want to shoot something epic for this, and we found this room, and I was like, that's where we go for Place for Us, man.
That was awesome. Like, it was so well done. Like, I love the effect. Like, I love the clouds. Everything was perfect in my opinion. Like, you nailed it 100%.
Same. It's one of my favorite music videos.
Honestly, I've watched it over 15 times already.
Awesome.
And I sent it to a bunch of my buddies, and like me and my friends, we're all different. We all believe in different things. Like one's Christian, one's Catholic, and I'm in the middle. Like I don't believe in anything.
Okay.
And we all bonded over this shit, and we all even ask the same questions because we always debate about this sort of stuff because we're always neutral on each other's opinions. We always respect what we all say.
That's cool.
And this song brought a lot of points to our attention, and it's like we kept asking those questions too, and we all related even more now on the subject.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like our generation is kind of bringing something new to the whole idea that everything's laminated and everything's solidified. Like, it's really not. There's nobody who's died and come back and said, this is where you go and this is what happens. So to, like I said, like about, gays going to hell because they're gay and people who commit suicide going straight to hell. It's like, I don't think that that's something that's solidified and laminated because there's nobody who's come back from hell and said, listen, don't fucking be gay and don't commit suicide because it's impossible. So I feel like our generation has the ability to kind of question these things and maybe unsolidify things so much to the point where we can just kind of, exist in this reality and think a little bit more about what's going to happen to us as opposed to know exactly what's going to happen to us.
Exactly. And there's just so much power behind it too, and especially how you presented it in the song. It's like everything is just on point.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, when I wrote the song, like I was literally just asking myself, like, what's going to happen? And there's a lot of vulnerability in that song. Like, I'm really asking real questions that, I get emotional about and that are really, spiritual questions that I kind of debate with myself about. So, like, it's one of the only songs that I've ever written where like I said earlier before we started recording, it doesn't really feel like a song to me because I'm like, that's a real question. That's a real question. And I mean, I'm rapping and it's melodic and stuff and there's music behind it. But for me, that's like a conversation with myself about all of these questions and wondering what's going to happen to us.
Honestly, like I feel that too because I always do that stuff for myself. Like, I just talk with myself and think like, what's gonna happen? What's next for me? What's after this? Like I always think that a lot, especially when I'm up at 3 a.m. and can't sleep for shit. But it's like when those moments happen, you just think about life and things like that just come to you.
Yeah, for sure, man. And that's how that song kind of initialized.
And honestly, it's a beautiful song at that too. Like I can't stop listening to it, man. I fucking love it.
That makes my day. You know that.
Oh, I know, man. Jeez, that song really hit me in the feels. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's just like everything was executed perfectly, from the effects, like the LEDs, the clouds, everything. It was just so well done. And the cover art for the iTunes one, I love even better. Like how it has the angel where the fire is, and it has the pitchfork where the clouds are.
Yeah,
it's like
I mean, those are the two options that we've been given. It's like either 666 or a cross, either heaven or hell, etc. So I wanted the cover art to really explain that as explicitly as possible and just kind of exploit it as much as possible. Like this is what we're talking about, and a lot of people once they see the cover art, they know what the song's about. So that makes my day too. That's really what I was going for. As much as it seems like I'm trying to pull on people's heartstrings, it's really, like I said, it's a song for me. Like a lot of this music that I do, it's my way out of anxiety. It's my way out of depression. It's my way out of, feeling like I'm not doing shit with my life. Like I love creating music. So for me, it's one big Christian therapy session where I just kind of stream of consciousness am asking real questions and trying to figure out the answer to this stuff.
And honestly, that's a good way to put it. Like even someone who doesn't believe, like myself, can really see the meaning of it and relate to it on such like a deep level. Because
Sure.
even though I've never really looked up at the heavens and thought of anything, I always had thoughts in the back of my mind like about that stuff. Because like I'm not gonna rule out anything because I could be wrong. It could exist, could not. I always think about that,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like, what if it is, and what if I did end up killing myself? Would I burn? Would I not? It's like it's just. I swear that will always get me thinking. Now I can never think the same way after that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that we're all, as human beings on this earth, just kind of, in a loop, and we really don't know what's going to happen. So, for me personally, I like to think that, living my life as kindly as I can and as giving as I can every day, and, listening to people and trying to help people as much as possible will land me in a better space than I'm at now. You know what I mean? Like on this
Yeah,
planet, like wherever I'm going to go, it's probably going to be a better place because I've done a lot of real hard work here to help people and to like, just reach out and just be a kind person. At the end of
exactly.
the day, it's like that's really the only answer that we can give to any of it. I mean, we're for sure probably not going to a better place if we're shit people on this planet. So it's like,
That's for
regardless
sure.
of your belief system, if you're kind, if you're giving, if you have a good heart, I think that you're going to end up in a good place.
Exactly. Like I've always put the needs of others first. That's how I've always been, and I use music to do that too. Like I use music to help other people with their own depression. And I did send this song to a few people, and they all started crying their eyes out, and they're like, "Why is it
Oh,
so
man.
true?" I wanted to give him a hug, but I'm like, I stayed away from the dude, and I just gave him like a little online hug. But yeah, no, music is so life saving. That's why I use it. Like I send it to other people too. Like I want to help as many as I can through music and through gestures. So I do what I can.
Sure, sure. And
And
like I can tell that this song will definitely help a lot of people just because I know that this is a topic that we're all thinking about. And that's what I was talking to you about last episode we did, where it's like you're really helping yourself through your own anxiety and through your own depression, and you end up helping somebody else by doing that. So that's kind of that little full circle thing.
exactly, whatever comes around goes around, my friend.
Yep. Yep.
And I can see a lot of good coming from this song. Like I said, I've already seen a lot of good from it, and it's done a lot of good for me too. Hence why I want
Oh,
to
right
say
on.
thank you again because your
Right
music
on.
really helps me out a lot.
Oh, dude, it's my
Original
pleasure.
place for us, like it really helps me get through my day.
And
Honestly,
hearing that from people like you and my fans and stuff is that's what makes my day. That's what keeps me going. So it's all about this like recycling of energy, dude.
I love that. That's like the best way to put it too. Like recycling of energy, what comes around goes around. It all goes to a positive place when the energy is positive.
Exactly.
And I see a lot of that with the stuff you do. Like I'm over here looking, I'm like, you release videos almost every week now. Like you're on the grind. I love it. I still haven't had the chance to listen to the new stuff yet since I've been listening to Place for us like all day.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, I
listening
mean,
to the new
like
stuff tonight.
I think we talked about this, but this is my therapy. This is how I get out of my problems and stuff. So that's why you see so much music and so many new singles and so many albums and so many videos because I've got that many problems. So for me, like I'm consistently working through my own shit by, putting it into music and using music as my therapy.
Dude, I can relate. Like I wanted to make music for so long just for that same reason. I'm just trying to find a good place to start, like instrumental wise, because I'm trying to learn how to play stuff as well. But yeah, I totally feel that because like music has been my escape for years.
Do you
And
play
it's
anything now or no?
I've been trying to save up to buy something to use, like a guitar, because my friend has drums. So I'm trying to get myself a guitar, and then we're just gonna fuck around. But honestly,
Yeah, man. I
good.
started on guitar. Guitar is a whole journey, man. It's a whole life journey. I can't speak enough about how amazing guitar is and starting on guitar. Like I started on guitar and I eventually moved to bass, drums, keyboards. It's like the gateway drug. So I highly recommend guitar.
Awesome. I know a good place to start then.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude, this song, I can't praise it enough. I really can't. It's like there's no amount of words to describe how much meaning and how much I love this song.
Oh man, that makes my day, brother. I appreciate that.
It's hard to, it's like you can't just come up with the words on the spot like that. It's
Sure.
hard.
It's a big record, man. Like it's meant to be powerful, it's meant to be impactful.
And that's what I love about it. Like that's why I love looking at your stuff all the time because a lot of your music is impacting as hell. And probably honestly, if I'm being totally real, You're probably one of the only few people that is not main metal that I listen to on a daily basis.
Wow, those are big words coming from a metalhead.
Exactly. I mean, look at me. I'm wearing a Death shirt, for crying out loud.
Right. That's right.
Like, I'm like a straight up metalhead, but I really love listening to your stuff almost daily because, like, it's just I can't think of the words. Dang it. The impact it's there. It's insane and it's so meaningful. And
Well, you gave me like one of the best compliments when you said like my music kind of got you into listening to hip hop and open to hip hop. So that's like, you know, my job is done right there, man. I truly appreciate that.
Yeah, no, we actually got some more rap acts coming in pretty soon too for the show.
And I see you grinding every day, bro. You got a new interview and a new band and stuff. You're rocking, dude.
Yeah, I just actually posted one today, actually.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, and like this journey has been amazing. I met so many awesome people. Hell, I met you. I'm so glad you fucking found me.
Yeah, man. Instagram hashtags, bro.
I can't wait to come to California. It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's do one of these in person for sure. Whenever you're in LA, let's do it.
Yeah, the plan. I'm gonna be going to LA around middle of August.
Okay.
So when I get there, I'll like let you know where I am, and we'll just start from there. I'm excited though, dude. This is great.
And yeah, man, my new album is dropping next month. It's probably going to be around July, like either 1st or July 4th. There were a few delays with it because some of the songs have a few samples that need to get cleared and stuff and all this like professional bullshit. But the cover art's done. The album's dropping. It will definitely drop in July. I don't have an exact date, but you'll be one of the first people I let know once I do.
Sounds good. And I will promote the hell out of it.
For sure. And we were talking about the song that I have on this upcoming album called Blink-182 that's about Blink-182. And then I just got hit with the news that Mark Hoppus from Blink has cancer. So I was like super in the field. Yeah, terrible, man. So I was super in the fields. Mark Hoppus has been like a huge idol of mine. He's one of the reasons that I'm in music today. And yeah, I was getting really sad about that. It's crazy.
Terrible. I'm getting emotional.
I know.
I've always wanted to see them live too. Like, it's just, they're so good. I actually just played the
California funny live too.
I just played it a little while ago.
What song?
No, the whole album, the California album they did.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I have the record for it in the back, so I just popped on the old player and just sat through it. So good. I can't believe that. It sucks.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
That's damn. I'm sad.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. But yeah, I can't wait to blast that song 15 more times. I honestly can't get it. It's been on replay for like 3 days straight. Like I've got it on replay.
Where are you listening to it? On Spotify, YouTube, or?
I actually got it. I got it off iTunes. Like I was able to save it when you did that link, and I've just been playing it.
Oh, right on, man.
Oh yeah. Everything you did on that was flawless in my opinion.
Oh man, thank you.
Of course, the lyrics, the album art, well, the cover art, the music video. Everything was symbolic to the core, and I loved it.
Yeah, man, it's like it's doing super well right now. Like it's one of my best like songs, like as far as reception and views and iTunes stuff. So I gotta probably thank you for that. It's killing right now.
It's your work, dude. You gotta thank yourself more because something like this it's art, man. It's fucking art.
Appreciate that, brother.
Honestly, I could not. Like I said before, I can't praise it enough. I really can't. There's not enough words to describe it.
Man,
jeez.
I was like, I touched you on this one.
I'm gonna be real. It has the same effect that Shattered did on me.
Oh wow, those are big words.
I mean, that song is why I'm still breathing. So yeah, it has the same effect.
Those are huge words. I know.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's why I'm in this business, brother.
And I'm glad you are, dude. Like the stuff you make is wonderful. Keep it up. I want you to like keep this going for as long as you can.
I will, man.
And I will be here to support your project 100% of the way.
And vice versa, brother. This song really like inspired me to keep going and to keep, you know, because I'm always like, I'm like a roller coaster, dude. Like I'm not bipolar or anything, but I have mood swings and like sometimes I'm feeling myself and sometimes I'm not. And after this song, after doing the video and after the reception of it, especially hearing from people like you, man, like it's really helped my motivation and my drive to just keep going and to kind of know that I'm on the right path with what I'm doing, you know?
That's wonderful, dude. Like, I get it too. Sometimes you're motivated to get it. Sometimes you're not motivated. I run into that all the time here. I just try to keep making myself do this because I want to keep it going. And then I have
Totally.
people like you who love being here, and it gives me more of a purpose. It reminds me that this is the right thing I'm doing here.
Oh man, I'm grateful, dude. I'm grateful for that. Yeah, dude,
I am too.
you're an amazing interviewer. You really take your time. You listen to the material. You know who you're talking to and what you're talking about, and that changes the whole game. So, I've been on a lot of interviews and a lot of podcasts where they're like, "So you were on a Bravo reality show," and they're like reading off a page and shit, and they don't know anything about me. So,
Nah. I'm just a person who loves music, and music saved me, so I wanted to give back, and that's what I do now.
and
I
that
do it
comes
out of
through.
passion.
I can feel that. You know what I mean? Like you can tell that you really love music and that you really love what you do. So
Oh yeah.
that's dope, man.
I'm gonna keep this going until the day I'm dead. I plan on keeping this going
Love
for
it.
life.
Love it. Same.
This is amazing. Sorry, I'm getting. I can't. The emotions. The emotions.
Reel it in.
Oh my lord. I get like this sometimes because, like I said, this song it's impacting as hell on me. It's the equivalent for Shattered, and it's like
Wow,
it just sticks.
man.
Like I said before, if I ever met Current, I cry on camera, and this shit makes me do the same. Oh my lord, I get too emotional sometimes.
Oh man, you got my heart wrenching, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Thanks, man. Like I said before, music like this is true art at its finest because art is something that everyone can relate to and work their pain through, and this is the best definition I can give of it.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell that I definitely reached out to some people on this one because everyone will like my photo and hit me with a comment or something, but this one I got like direct messages, videos of people listening to it, crying and being super emotional to this song. So like I knew that I like really I touched people with this one. And I think a lot of people were kind of waiting for a song like this. I mean, I know I've never heard a song where somebody's talking about this topic in my life. So for me, I was like, the way that I treat my artist career is like a fan. Like if I'm still 14-year-old Nick Nittoli, what do I want to see and what do I want to hear? And I want a new video every week from my favorite artist. And I want songs like this where they talk about topics that have never been talked about before. So for me, it's like I'm doing the work that, I mean, I don't want to say no other artists are doing, but not any artist that I'm familiar with,
Yeah, it's like you're not afraid to take the leap
at all.
because some artists are like really worried about that because how cancel culture is nowadays.
Oh my God.
But it's like it's awful. Like I made a joke in my most recent video, not the one today, but the one I did last time, and I'm like, please don't get me canceled. Because well, if you watch the one with Skies of Terra, you'll see. It's near the end of the video. It was hilarious.
Okay.
Because I added the new segment to my videos where it's like, do they have any questions for me? And we had a little fun with that.
Oh, nice.
It was hysterical. Those guys were so much fun. But yeah, honestly, dude, I want to keep seeing this grow, and I'm glad you reached out because I have found someone I can truly respect and look up to when it comes to your music.
Dude, vice versa. And the thing that I really love about you is like we're following each other on Instagram and stuff. I see your posts all the time. And I'm like, this motherfucker is one of the most consistent people that I know as far as work ethic goes, drive, motivation, and consistency. And I like to think that I'm a pretty consistent guy with my music and what my posts and what I'm doing. So to see that mirrored in you, man, it's inspiring. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I'm like not feeling it. I'm like, fuck this fucking rap shit. And I'll see a Nerds Order post and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get on my shit today.
That hits me where I live, dude. That hits me where I live. Because now I know I'm doing the right thing too.
For sure, man. It's all about consistency. And if you do pick up an instrument, take that whole mentality with you because the only reason that I'm here today is about the consistency. Like I never stopped playing guitar. I never stopped strumming chords to Blink songs and stuff. And then once I got to producing and stuff, I never stopped. And that turned me into a mixer and a mastering engineer. And with the videos, man, if you go 2 years ago and look at my first video, it looks like shit, but I didn't stop. I didn't let the haters get me down. And now you're looking at a really professional looking music video. It's professionally edited. We're doing locations and stuff now. So it's all about staying with what you do, believing in yourself, having perseverance and drive, and eventually you'll get to the place where you want to be, man.
Exactly. And I plan on putting like all my effort into this project too. And so far it's been paying off. Like people are coming to me now, which I didn't expect. A few groups recently reached out to me, and I'm like, holy shit.
Dude, that's awesome.
It is. And I'm glad you were one of those people who reached out.
Likewise.
And I can't wait for the next one, dude. I really can't wait.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Next video should probably be sometime next week.
Ooh.
So I'm planning a shoot right now. Yeah.
I will keep an ear out for that and an eye out. Sure. I'm super excited. I always love watching your stuff. It's like, ooh, new video. You know, for me, ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. I think I'm going to wrap things up here.
All right, man. Thanks for having me, as always, brother.
Thanks for being here with us, man. This has been a blast.
Dude, anytime. You know it.
What's our new purpose? What is the mission? Is there a jail? Who's working the prisons? Is there a training for the transition? They say the devil's one hell of a fucking musician, so grab the guitars and let's have competition. The red versus the blue, cause clearly we gripping. Still on some race shit, still got divisions. Thought we'd know better, but I must be tripping. I got some questions that turn to suspicion, and I'm just scared that I'll pull off the greatest trick ever and I'll disappear and act like I'm a fucking magician. This story sounds bogus as fuck, like who are you kidding? I think we just waved goodbye like good riddance. I think that nobody really gon' miss me, and I'm just asking, hope God can forgive me. I know we're all thinking about the same things. We're probably not going to the same place. I know we're not supposed to talk about it, but I can't help but wonder if heaven and earth's got a place for us. I wonder if God made a space for us. I wonder where we're really going after this. If heaven and earth's got a place for us.